KHOU 11 News This Morning starts now.
That mom is my hero.
Yes.
She's incredible. Good morning, everybody. I'm Lisa Hernandez.
And I'm Russ Lewis. It's Wednesday, April 11th. Our time is 5 o'clock. What a beautiful day.
Perfection.
It's a beach day, I think. Cheetah.
Nice.
And yes, you read my mind. That's why I started off with a live shot here from Hotel Galvez. Good morning, Galveston. Good morning, the island. You are starting off this morning with clear skies. Winds are going to shift, but can you believe it? We're actually tracking and talking calm conditions even in Galveston this morning. So it's still a cool start to the day. I'm still tracking 50s this morning, even some 40s on the north side. I would still grab a jacket or maybe the long sleeve, but you are going to really want the layers today because already by your lunchtime hour, mid to low 70s, sunny skies are going to make it feel warm to even comfortable out there. And then high temperatures of the day go to 80. So yesterday we were in the 70s. We've continued on this nice little warming trend here. Tomorrow we'll continue right in line. We'll be back to the mid to low 80s. Dry conditions on our radar. We'll talk really in detail about the rain expected for your Friday. If you have anything late Friday evening or early Saturday morning, you'll want to see that forecast coming up next, Darby.
All right, I'm a detail-oriented person, so I can't wait. Thank you, Cheetah. All right, let's get you out the door. Only one problem working. I think it's getting ready to clear up here. It's an accident on Highway 288 as you're coming out of downtown trying to get onto 610. It's on that ramp. Now, we take a look at our Houston TransStar shot. Traffic's able to get by now. At least I'm seeing traffic get by there in the left lane. Still got a couple vehicles here. You can see flashing lights off in the distance. One of the trucks involved in this was a work convoy, so I'm not sure what's going on, but they are calling it an accident. But the exit ramp is open. Shouldn't be any big delays. You'll just have some flashing lights as you try and exit onto 610. Coming in on 288, no problem. Fort Bend Toll Road looking good, and I-45 coming up from League City. Quiet, just 23 minutes from League City Parkway to downtown.
Thank you, Darby. It's 2 minutes after. We have good news for hurricane victims this morning. We've learned a lot more money is coming to Houston for Harvey relief.
Houston and Harris County received more than $2 billion combined from the federal government.
Yeah, but the hitch right now is that money is kind of held up. It's wrapped in red tape, and it could be several months before anybody here sees a dime of it.
Yeah, our Janelle Fort joins us live in Meyerland to explain the holdup. Janelle?
Well, good morning. The holdup is because the goal of this is to be a permanent fix. And to do that, it's going to take a lot of planning, both to decide who that money is going to go to and how that money is going to be spent. It's nearly 8 months after Hurricane Harvey. There's homes that still look like this one, still undergoing that reconstruction process months after the storm. Now, what HUD is trying to do is go beyond making these homes just livable, but making sure it's a home that will be sustainable in the future. Now, a glimpse at this chart shows you how big of an area here in Texas was devastated by Hurricane Harvey. HUD is handing down $5 billion in funding to help home reconstruction, buyouts, repair reimbursements, as well as to help with utility and rent. Now, it's important to note that this money, it doesn't have anything to do with FEMA funds. It's coming directly from the Federal Housing Department. And what separates the two is that this is supposed to buy permanent, affordable homes for working families who are still struggling. Now, Harris County and Houston will each get over $1 billion from HUD. And over the next couple of months, HUD staff will meet with those who need it, then decide who gets what in the fall, more than a year after Hurricane Harvey.
So that people are beginning to build wealth in their household and are bouncing forward, as the mayor says, as opposed to just recovering from Harvey.
Now, even though there is a bit of a wait, officials say that the wait time is actually much shorter than it was during Hurricane Ike, and the Houston area is going to get more than 10 times the amount of money. So yes, the fall is still a ways off, but in this case, it's better late than never. Standing for Houston, Janelle Ford, KHOU 11 News.
Time right now is 5:04, and it is time for your morning rush. State troopers are trying to figure out what led up to a deadly crash involving a double-decker megabus on I-45 near New Waverly yesterday. Investigators believe an SUV crossed into oncoming traffic and hit the bus head-on. A judge is expected to decide by tomorrow whether to move the murder trial for a former sheriff's deputy and her husband out of Harris County. Shauna and Terry Thompson are charged in the chokehold death of a man outside a Denny's in Crosby last year. The defense argues if the publicity of their case would prevent a fair trial if they're tried here in Harris County. A Texas Border Patrol agent is charged with capital murder. Ronald Burgos Aviles is accused of killing his girlfriend and her one-year-old son. Their bodies were found in some brush in Laredo yesterday. He is being held without bond. The first of 5 women planning to testify against Bill Cosby in his sex assault retrial will be back on the witness stand today. Yesterday, Heidi Thomas said Cosby drugged her and forced himself on her back in 1984. Cosby faces up to 30 years in prison if convicted. Finally, this morning, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg will be back on Capitol Hill to answer questions about the company's privacy scandal. Yesterday, he apologized for not doing enough to protect user data. He also addressed concerns about Russia using social media to meddle in the presidential election.
This is an arms race. I mean, they're going to keep on getting better at this, and we need to invest in keeping on getting better at this too.
Been able to get both of those.
Zuckerberg also revealed that Facebook is working with special counsel Robert Mueller as part of his Russia investigation. And that is your Morning Rush.
Thank you, Lisa. We know that Facebook is promising to watch those third-party apps now more closely so your personal information is safe. But we wanted to know, is there really any way now to delete the information those apps already have on you? Brandy is here now to verify.
Well, Russ, we've heard from a lot of you feeling betrayed, even thinking about deleting Facebook. That in itself is hard enough to do. But what about all that info you've already shared? Well, our Verify team talked to experts to find out. Michael Carroll is the Program on Information Justice Director at American University's Washington College of Law. And Dave Levin is the Computer Science Honors Chair at the University of Maryland. Those third-party apps at the root of these privacy problems are listed under your profile settings. And our experts say once you click agree on a third-party app's terms of service, there's really not much you can do about that information, especially if you didn't read all the fine print.
The Federal Trade Commission is really the main player on this. What they're policing is when the app tells you one thing and then does something else. But if the company is upfront about what they're doing with the data they're collecting and you agree to it, then the FTC has no jurisdiction to get involved in that.
There's really little to nothing that you have in your control that you can provably get any sort of access to what they might have, who they might have shared that data with subsequently, and have any recourse in terms of getting that data back.
So we can verify there are ways to protect yourself from more apps getting your information, but there's not much you can do about the ones that already have it. Sorry, guys.
All right, that is bad news. Brandy, thanks. We also want to remind you our live poll is up right now at khou.com/vote now. This morning we're asking, do you think Facebook should be regulated by the federal government? And right now, our votes just about split. 46% of you think yes, the feds need to get involved here with Facebook. You can also vote, by the way, by downloading our free mobile app.
5:07, good morning. I'm meteorologist Cheetah Craft, and I'm taking a look now to Friday. So today and tomorrow, dry conditions, beautiful. I'll talk about the forecast today coming up. But let me show you what the Storm Prediction Center is already releasing. A slight risk of strong to severe weather. Now, most of that, you can see the threat level here, 3 in orange. That's northeast of us. But even the green to a yellow, that's saying some strong storms are possible. The best timing of that is going to be late Friday evening. Let me show you. So today, high pressure in control all throughout the day today. All you're going to see is lots of that sunshine, clear skies expected. High pressure tomorrow continues to push off to the east, so we will welcome these southeasterly winds. So cloud cover expected beginning tomorrow, continuing for your Friday. The strong storms move through overnight, and by 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon, all the rain is out and we should start to see some sunshine move back in. But behind that cold front is some cold air. So even though we have dry conditions and clear skies expected today, I'm already looking ahead to your Friday evening, expecting some of those strong storms. Your best stop forecast, temperatures in the 50s, so kids will need the jackets out the door. Teachers, anybody up early heading out the door, I would grab the long sleeve. By the afternoon, you are going to be warm. 80, sunny skies. Humidity will slowly start to creep in today. It'll really settle in for tomorrow and especially for your Friday. Today will be kind of the last day with some of this dry air lingering with temperatures tomorrow, even Darby in the 50s and 60s. By Friday, see, we'll be back to the pattern we know, 70s overnight with the chance for some of those thunderstorms by the evening.
No, at least it's going to get cool one more time. How many more times will we get it? Who knows?